My name's Maddie Brown, and you're watching All About Arabic, sponsored by the Mesopotamian Coalition to attract CFC tourists. First up, we've got history. Arabic is a member of the Semitic language family, along with other common northern central languages like Hebrew and Aramaic. However, Arabic is the superstar of its family, being the lingua franca of the Semitic languages and spoken by more than 274 million people worldwide. Fun fact, it's the official language of 26 countries and counting. Now let's look at the world map. As you can see here, Arabic is mostly spoken in the northern Africa/Middle Eastern part of the world, with its most notable speakers residing in Egypt, Sudan, and Libya. So if you're planning on vacationing in Morocco anytime soon, you might want to start learning Arabic now. And as for features, there's a few topics we'll cover today. The first is phonetics. The Arabic phonemic inventory resembles that of English, with 8 vowels and 28 consonants, compared to English's 14 vowels and 24 consonants. This means that some Arabic consonants, like these two, do not exist in English, and some English vowels, like these two, do not exist in Arabic. Let's go through the Arabic phonemic inventories now. This is the vowel inventory for common dialects in Arabic. And this is the vowel inventory for more formal dialects. Think slang versus corporate speech. Lastly, these are the consonants. See, pretty simple, right? All right, let's move on to our syllables. There are only 6 types of syllables in Arabic, with 3 being common and 3 being rare. The most common formats are consonant-vowel structure, consonant-vowel-consonant structure, and consonant-long-vowel structure. The rare syllables are a bit more complex and consist of consonant-vowel double consonant structure, consonant-long vowel double consonant structure, and consonant-long vowel consonant structure. That was quite a mouthful. So let's take a break with a short audio clip before we move on to morphology.
قالت العصفورة لابنها يوما: يا بني، أنت الآن قادر على الطيران، فافعل كما أفعل أنا وطر. فرفض العصفور سماع كلام أمه، هو خاف أن يقع على الأرض ويموت. كانت الأم أن تقنعه بالطيران، فقالت له: لن تقع على الأرض، اترك الغصن وحرك جناحيك كما أحركهما الآن. جرب أن تطير ولا تكن جبانا. عندما رأت الأم تردد ابنها دفعته من فوق الغصن. سقط العصفور فحرك جناحيه فطار.
Back to morphology. First, we'll start with gender. Arabic does have grammatical gender. In Arabic, all nouns are classified as either female or male. All masculine nouns in Arabic are unmarked, which means they do not have a special ending. All feminine nouns in Arabic have a special ending, and in spoken form, usually they end in ah. Next, to make a noun plural in Arabic, there are 2 processes that occur in different conditions. In sound plurals, a suffix must be added, and there are different suffixes for male and female nouns. However, in broken plurals, alternation must occur, and this typically occurs in non-human male nouns. And Arabic, like English, has 3 different cases: nominative, genitive, and accusative. In Arabic, the nominative case is used to indicate subject, and it is marked as this tiny symbol that goes above the end of a word. The genitive case is used to show a relationship between nouns, like modification or ownership, and in Arabic, it is marked as an O-like symbol that goes below the end of a word. And finally, the accusative case is used to identify the direct object of a verb, and it is marked as a small vertical line that goes above the end of a word. Now let's look at the present tense in Arabic. And the past tense. Next, we'll look at some ways to change lexical categories in Arabic, and I'll give you a moment to pause and read through them before we continue. And lastly, Arabic is a synthetic agglutinative language. Now that we've traveled through morphology, let's move on to syntax. Arabic follows the verb, subject, object sentence structure, unlike English, but there are a few exceptions. Some sentences do not have to have a verb, simply a noun and an adjective, but these are the most simple sentences, and Arabic uses VSO order with longer and more complex phrases. Also, if you wanted to place more emphasis on an element of a sentence in Arabic, you could start with the subject or the object. In fact, all 6 structure variations are possible in Arabic, but the most commonly used one is VSO. For example, the sentence, "she eats the apple" in English is translated to "the apple she eats" in Arabic. Fun fact, Arabic is written right to left, so keep that in mind when looking at the examples below. And last but not least, we'll cover the most exciting part of the Arabic language, lexicon. Here is a short list of some body parts in Arabic. Also, make sure you remember that like other nouns in Arabic, all of these words are either masculine or feminine. Next, we'll look at a list of the basic numbers in Arabic. Fun fact, the Arabic numeral system was the base structure for most European numeral systems because Arabic was the first language to have one. Lastly, here are some colors in Arabic. Fun fact, Arabic also has specific words for hair color like blonde or brunette. And now that we've covered the basics of Arabic, I hope you'll consider coming to visit a country with Arabic as their official language. Arabic is one of the largest and most popular languages worldwide, plus it looks beautiful in written form as seen above. That's all from me today. I'll see you next time with 10 tips to avoid the Gagauz language. Don't get kidnapped by the KGB.